No, 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 my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
え、どこやったの？あれ？
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
いやー、本当だよ。奇跡的に生きてたよね。
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
She would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
いやーもう、撃たれたことは事実。で、お、あのメモも本物か。
Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Poggibonsi, on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli Val di Pisa. The German resistance on the Tuscan hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
バスルームにあるとか。あ、あるじゃん。
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
いや、どうするなかったら。っていうか、読まれてたらどうするの？
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
いや、もしこれ読まれてたらどうするの？当たると弾けるわ。もう一回シャッフルしましょう。今日の運勢。ムーンですよ、月。予定。 な強行。
I have to see beyond appearances. There are those who betray me and speak ill of me, but someone will know how to give me the right advice.
親子関係が信頼で成り立ってないっていうのは分かったよね。さあ、今日の新聞です。
Attempted murder in La Romola after the murder of Julia Kay. Today, her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
わあ、自転車にも乗れない。
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut and there is no coal. The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city.
やだやだ。戦争はいつだって本当に。お、なんか鳴ってる。
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it
こっち
is.
か。聞こえないふりだもん。あ、もうないよ。遺体がない。
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in
本当
her.
に？
Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my god. Julia. My little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
というわけで通話ができるようになりました。こんな簡単にかけてみる？じゃあ。じゃあ、6978ね。カラビニエイ。カラビニエイ。通話して大丈夫？
Military headquarters for the officers of San Casciano. How can I help?
情報を依頼する。
Hi, I was hoping to hear whether there has been any development on the investigation into the murder of Julia Kay.
Wait a moment, please. Who's calling?
母のふりをしましょ
I am Irene Kay, Julia Kay's mother.
Mrs. Kay, forgive me. I didn't recognise your voice. Unfortunately, I don't have any real news. We are following up on some suspects. We assume we're with the boy who was killed in the woods outside your house. They seem to be planning something else. But your husband is probably the best person to ask about that.
う。お別れの挨拶。
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, madam.
なんかさ、真実を知ってる人がみんな死んでいく気がするんだけど。
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
どこにご遺体があるんでしょうか。ここじゃないね。ちょっと離れた納屋だね。ああ、もうさっきの鳥じゃん。
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
なんでそんな鳥の
Nanny
スタイル
always
を
calls me Little
ここに置
Sparrow.
いてった
This is the
の？
part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes.
本当に安らかに眠ってて、綺麗なお花とかもね、飾ってもらって、こういう風にお葬式あげるんですね。なんかあるね。なんだろう。見てみよう。
Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Villa Perchabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T.
正式に死亡したってことよね。6934だよね。
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich Kay has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph, town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo?
なんだろうね。私最初からね、言ってたかどうかちょっとわからないんですけど、お父さん疑ってたのよ、最初から。だから、その勘を信じます。パルチザンを手伝う。こちらの選択をしたいと思います。
To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
いや、もうすでにあるよ。あるけど、ここで使うの？ほら。
My mother's tailor scissors.
これをどこで使うの？通信ケーブルだ。家から出て通信ケーブルのところに行くんだ。で、線を切ると。これだ。あら。ハサミを携帯して、あ、なんか今出たな。あ、登るの？いや。いや、ちょっと危なくない？
German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via telegraph.
ヘグラフで、あ、なるほどね。確認したからってことか。まさか、いや、ここに来てハサミでちょん切る。
This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one.
いや、こんな簡単に切れんの？いや、こんなの意図的に切ったって、わかるでしょう。まあ、スパイ扱いされるって、よね。戦争がなければね。すごいいい風景で、いい天気なのに、本当に戦争とは罪ですよね。この辺だと思うんだけど、牛だ、牛。ここだ。
The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins. I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that.
メッセージ作成に必要な単語をクリックしてください。ドットやハイフンに従って正しい手紙を見つけてください。ドットやハイフン。こういうことか？タンクだったら、2トン、2トン、2トン、2トン、2トン、2トン。これでいいのかな？
I have to start every message with the code word.
あ、言ってた。街が、なんか燃えてたとかいう言葉から始めなきゃいけないって言ってたね。タウンオンファイヤーって言ってたっけ？街が炎上。これか。これで始めるってことかな。
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
いや、オーバーってあるじゃん。これか。これを押すんだ。
No, this doesn't seem clear to me. I need to find the right words.
戦車は家の近くの道路にあります。戦車は、オーバーか。短く押すにはクリックでドットで、長押しは、長押しでハイフンと。あ、緊張する。単語を順番に選んで受け取ったメッセージを解読してください。返信が来たんだね。トントントンツートン。トントントンツートン。トントントンツートン。そういうことなのかな。トントントンツートン。これ全くわからないからちょっと確認しながら今プレイしてるんだけど、このドットとハイフンって書いてあるんだけど、トントントンでギャップがあって2トンで、ドットの場合にはこっち EIS に従ってトントントンで最初のレターは S なんですね。なのでここが S みたいです。で、この隣はハイフンで始まってるので、ハイフンここから始まります。で、2トンみたいなので H。なので SN が正解みたいです。で、このチャートを見ると SN 受け取り済み、これです。これをここに、選択肢として入れるのが正しいみたい。SN。そうすると、この2つ目の、情報はトン、トン、トンで S だよね。で、トン2トンなので、トン2トンか。R かな。SR? で、トン、トン、トン2なので、SRV。これで合ってるかな。これかな。必須。受け取り済み必要ですね。受け取り済み必要。この要領でやっていくんだと思う。だから AR、これだ、更新終了。
They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study.
お父さんの書斎か。いやー、これちょっとね、助けをね、YouTube でね、ヒントなんだけど、ヒントだけちょっと見て、モールスコードの解読の仕方をちょっと見て、それで取り組んだのでかなり時間かかりました。いや、あれはわかんないよ。みんなわかったのかな？写真を撮影しましょう。あら、なんかすぐ上向いちゃうのよね。これ私のパソコンの問題なのかな？
That's it. Hopefully the image comes out clearly.
目標更新しました。
The print should be fine like this. You can see detail clearly.
いいね。で、マップを見ますけれども、 ここかな？ここに向かいます。またこうやって道沿いに降りていくんだね。見ましょう。
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
読んでないページがあったので、ちょっと見なきゃね。
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
まずはお墓を見つけるわけね。恋人のお墓を見つける。そして、髪の毛をちょっと切る。で、捧げるものを用意する。そしてタロットを使って彼女を呼び出すということですかね。はい。もう一度確認したいんですけれども、目標だね、見てみましょうか。ホワイトレディに会わなきゃいけないんだけれども、これがさっき今話した条件なんだけど、これ大事みたいだね。霧が出ていないとダメ。これは必須条件。なるほど。赤外線カメラ、赤外線のフィルターを使うって言ってたもんね。日記より抜粋、必須行動、彼女の世界と私の世界をつなぐ品。なんだろうね。そして恋人ね。霧が出ている必要があるって結構出てきてるんだけど、今日はどうなんでしょうかね。
That raven is making a big fuss.
カラスだって。カラスってことは外だよね。外見に行ってみようかね。
Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow.
ああ、続いてたもんね。そうだそうだ。
I hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted to bring the little bird back to life.
これ多分見に行ってってことだと思うんだけどね。声のする方に、鳴き声のする方に行ってみましょうかね。右から聞こえたような気がするんだけど、いや違うな。こっちかな。あそこにいない？いるじゃん。何も落ちてないよね。目標更新ってなってる。カラスについていく？あっちかな。どっかに連れて行こうとしてるのかな。あれ？ Where are you taking us to? Must be something important. こっち実は一度来てるんですけどね。 確認取れてないものとかあったんでしょうね。あの赤い布怪しいですね。カラスもいます。I've been here before, but I don't think I've showed it to you guys. It must be something important.
Dress? It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that, had it been her. I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead. When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
ごめんなさいね。本当だったら音楽聞こえてるはずなんでしょうけど、著作権の関係でストリーマーモードをオンにしております。なので何も聞こえてないです、ね。
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet... No. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done. You cursed lunatic! They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Martha, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
So そして新チャプター始まりましたね。レディ、午前6時、マサの死から5日後です。タロットですね。1日に1回弾けるということで、やりましょうかね。シャッフル。今日は5回シャッフルしましょう。はい。では占います。力。うん。審判？ そして正義。
I will succeed in the end. I'm going to enjoy what I deserve. But uncertainty and resistance to change are making my life very difficult.
これは何かのお告げなんですかね。お母さんとりあえずとても怒ってましたよね。それはそうだよね。なんかまるでね、ジュリアが家族のことを騙してたみたいなことになってますけど、でもまず一番最初に家族が気がついてないってこと自体ちょっとおかしいと思うんだよ、私は。うん。で、もう、今、マーサーをね、演じていたジュリアですけれども、ジュリアはもう、正直どうでもよくなったんでしょうね、もう。バレてもしょうがないっていうか。だから、マーサが決して弾くことのなかったピアノを弾き始めたわけよね。いや、まさかって、マーサは弾いてなかったし、ジュリアでしょっていう。だからもうジュリアですっていうアピールよね。これ結局何だったかわからないけど。あ、よく見ると中にさ、これはキリストかな？聖母マリアかな？あ、聖母マリアかな？赤ちゃんみたいなのと焼いてるよね。気がつかなかったわ。で、カラスをさ、追いかけちゃったからさ、目標他にいろいろあったんだけど、全く手つけてなかったよね。ちょっとやらかしたなと思って後悔してますよ。まあ、目標である霧の濃いうちに、まあ、霧がかっている時に湖に行って、ホワイトレディをね、呼び出すわけですよね。マップをちょっと確認したいんだけど、あれ？ゴシック線。こっち来ちゃったけどさ、あれ、恋人の墓に行くところは最優先だったのかな？通り過ぎちゃったよね。必要なものは全部持ってたんだけど、恋人がいなかったんだ。ちょっと待って。恋人のさ、お墓ってこっちだ、ごめん。一回戻るわ。この辺っぽいですね。ちょっと人工物みたいなの見えてきたもんね。あ、あったあった。カメラのアイコンが見えてますね。
I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but what else can I do? I will hopefully see if one of these graves is hiding something. I hope that the infrared film will show me.
ということは、カメラを装備するんだけれども、インフラレッドフィルムですね。インフラレッドレンズじゃないね。エキストラがあって、まず、三脚と、そしてフィルムですね。およびレンズって書いてあるね。So I need tripod and infrared lens slash film, I guess? で、暗すぎるって言ってるから、露出を、はい。高めるって言葉ってるんでしょうかね。ね、焦点がブレている。近すぎるって書いたんだよね。近すぎる？こんな感じか。これで OK なのか。これで大丈夫っぽいね。では、撮影します。これで一つクリアできたんだけど、全くここさ、あれ？恋人って書いてある。湖の方に来ちゃったんだけど、戻りますね。この写真だね。この写真を現像しましょう。
There's the grave I've been searching for. The spirit of a prisoner. Just like the White Lady, he's trapped in this world, but they can no longer meet one another. Evil is separating them. これ、
すごいしかめっ面のお兄さんが膝を抱えて頭をかいてるんだけれども、体育座りで猫背に私は見えてるんですけれども、間違いないでしょうか。これはちょっと笑ってしまうやつなんだと思うんですけれどもね。なんかゴミ箱の中にある。
This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house.
これさっき見つけたのと似てない？てか亡くなったお友達がさ、あの布巻いてなかった？あれ？あれ？戻れなくなってる。あれ？行けなくなってる。これさ、できる時にやらなかったからこうなってるのかな？開かないよね、これね。ほら、インタラクトできない。あ、ほら、もう家に戻れないよ。わかった。じゃあもう湖に行くしかないね。ここに戻ってきたんだけど、恋人のお墓がまだ見つかってないと。ここで本当だったらインタラクトするべきだったのかな。ごめんなさい。ちょっとお墓の上を歩くことになってますけれども。
If I wear this, it should allow me to make contact with her. With this object, she'll have to hear me, I have no doubt. I'm missing the element that connects my world to that of the White Lady. Oh, the lake. Of course. Why didn't I think of it sooner? The dress that I threw in the bushes that cursed day. It's been sitting beside the lake for a few days now, in a world that is both mine and hers.
確かにそうだったね。
What is this place? This never used to be here.
初めて来るよね。It's locked, we can't go in.
Another entrance, maybe?
え？道草食ってていいのかしらね。他に入り口があるんじゃないかって言うんだけど。実況をね、ご覧になっていただいている方々には本当に申し訳ないんですけれども、おそらくヒントとなるストーリーラインを私、回収できてなかったと思うんですよ。なので、もしかしたら謎のままになることも多いかもしれないですね。
Here it is. I hope it works. Now that I have everything I need to communicate with the lady, I can finally go to the island.
あっちに建物が見えるけど、島ってすぐ近くだと思うんだけどね。S。私は動かしてます。ここでホワイトレディを呼び出すと。